Bertrand Russell, one of the best intellectual freethinkers in England, he said in his book, amongst the founders of all those religions, I respect only one man. He is the Buddha. Although he was not a Buddhist, he has no religion. Why do I respect the Buddha? The Buddha is the only religious teacher who never made false statement about the beginning or the origin of this world, because he knew what this world is. But all the others said, this world was started at such and such time, created by so and so. It shows how poor their understanding capacity. The Buddha knew what this world is. Therefore he said there is neither beginning nor end. Beginning become the end become the beginning, joined together again. Now, setting sun here in this country today become rising sun in another country. So setting sun is not the ending of the sun, reappear again. So everything that which exists, change, decay, disappear, again energy is combined together, formation take place. That is the four method introduced by the Buddha for us to concentrate. When understanding appear in our mind will be free from all the weaknesses and defilements and evil forces, sufferings, complete liberation, salvations, deliverance, final goal. We gain when our mind be developed up to that extent. This is the nature of the mind. Without using our mind, we cannot gain salvation from another person. Buddha says, Tumhehi kiccang atappang akkhataro tathagata. The Buddha can tell you what to do and what not to do for you to find out your salvation. I cannot give this salvation to you. You have to work for that. But Buddha can tell how to do that. So we cannot expect our salvation from another person by worshipping or praying or offering or doing anything. We have to work for that. Although they believe that they can get from either God or from any other person, but they had to work for that. Simply they never gain their salvation. So from the Buddhist point of view, it is very clear, we never gain our final salvation from another person. We had to work by following the correct method given by the religious teacher. What is the time now? 9. Pardon? Still can carry on. What do you want me to do? Why not we have discussion? Because there are many things to discuss. Because we are not here to argue or to fight or attack or criticize or condemn, but to know something, to understand something, how far we can get together, work together, and how far we can develop our good attitude, how far we can reduce our weaknesses. These are the main purposes.
Thank you, Chief Reverend. Although the Chief Reverend say that the mind is asexual, the organizing committee will not be responsible if the male use a female toilet. Please bear in mind. We are still in this world. Anyway, I open the floor now for questioning. Please use the mic for the benefit of those who are present here, so that we can hear the question. Okay.
Right, Reverend. Right, Reverend. Just one piece of advice we would like to get from you. That is, we realize and we can observe there's so much of destruction of the world going on simply due to man's selfishness and greed. He doesn't know what actually keeps him alive. What he needs to survive, he has forgotten. What he knows what he needs to keep his greed and selfishness going. What is your advice to the environmental destruction of the world? Thank you. Right, Reverend.
Only advice that I can give from the Buddhist point of view, they behave or they do all those things by misusing their craving, selfishness, jealousy, hatred, because of their ignorance. Ignorance is the main cause. If there is no ignorance, they never misuse those things to disturb or for destructive purpose. Therefore, all these troubles start from ignorance. That is why it is necessary for us to know, to understand. Just now I explained the 4 items recommended by the Buddha for us to know. When we understood, then we can reduce so many misconceptions, bad ideas, cruelty, jealousy, anger, through this understanding. Therefore, by force, no one can stop. The more we use force, the more they aggravate the situation. The other day, I mentioned United Nations Constitution. They have drafted in the United Nations Constitution, war begins in the human mind. At the same time, peace also must come from the human mind. We can pray, we can worship, we can burn lot of papers and joysticks asking peace to come down. It never comes down from anywhere. It must come from the human mind. They are repeating what the Buddha has said. In Dhammapada, the first sayings of the Buddha, he said, Mano pubbangama dhamma. Very simple saying. Mana means mind. Mano pubbangama dhamma. Human mind is responsible for all those good and bad things that which exist in this world. Not the animals or ghost or devil or God, but human mind. Human minds create violence and bloodshed as well as peace. Nobody else can do that. To reduce this, we must develop our understanding by reducing our ignorance. We have more ignorance in our mind understanding is very little.